Hello, Darren, Speed, Jen, the rest of the Rising Above team. So sorry I can't be with you in person today, but I've so enjoyed our collaboration over the years. And I'm grateful to have the opportunity once again to showcase one of our great songwriters. We love doing this because everybody out there who's viewing this are important partners, customers of BMI. So thank you to all of our amazing association partners and all the radio, TV stations that support BMI and its songwriters. They would not be able to make a living without what you do for us. So thank you so much. The songwriter today who's going to perform for you has become a good friend of mine. I am such a huge fan. He turned all four chairs during his blind audition on The Voice in 2020. He's jammed with the likes of Stevie Wonder. He tours the country spreading his love and music. So I know you're going to enjoy Nelson Cade III. So have a great summit, and I look forward to seeing you down the road.
Well, Nelson, we love Dan, as I know you do. Dan has told us so much about you, and we're so excited to have you. You know, we want to hear you play here for a little for a while, but I got to ask.
Yeah,
I've been a big fan of The Voice for some time. A four-chair turn.
Yeah.
What was that like? What was that experience like for you?
So this is such a funny question. Like, it's so interesting behind the scenes because you would think that it's this big, huge scripted thing, and they do all of this stuff to try to make all the contestants feel comfortable. But when you're really in the room for the first time and you realize, oh snap, a chair turned, I'm officially on the show, it's nothing that anybody can prepare you for. So like, my goal was like, look, one chair means that I'm in it, my life changes, I get, new opportunities. I was excited. I was like, my goal is just get on the show. And then the second chair turned and I was like, alrighty then, I guess I'm doing something right. And then the third chair turned and I was like, I can't believe this is happening. And then Blake was the holdout, and I mean, he turned too, and at that point it was just like you're numb, and it's just ecstasy. It was, oh man, it was such an amazing rush.
Hey, what was the song that you sang that turned the four?
So I did Pride and Joy, Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Awesome.
Nelson, I remember you. I remember watching The Voice, and as you're saying this, it's kind of coming back to me. It was a lot of fun. I do remember Blake being the holdout. When you look back to that, I guess we're on stage a lot. We're in front of a lot of audiences, but how did you keep your composure because you're wanting a chair to turn,
right?
But then as they all start to turn, I mean, it's got to be bubbling up inside.
I was going to say, are you cheering for a team? I mean, how's that work?
So it's a two-parter. So I'll answer it two ways. I'll start with this. So about the composure, the best thing that I could say is experience. Like this wasn't my first rodeo, like sure, I've never been on a TV show of that caliber, but this was like my millionth performance or something. Like I'd been performing every single week, like 3 times a week for 3 hours, and I'm a solo artist. So like I go somewhere and I set up for 3 hours by myself every week several times, and I'm used to that. I've been doing that for years. So to me, there is like this place that I can mentally just check out to. And they did a lot behind the scenes to teach us how to like be in the moment, which I appreciated. The behind the scenes of that show has so much more integrity than people would think, and I was really happy to be a part of that. The biggest thing that they were trying to teach you is, hey, no matter what your affiliation is to any of these coaches, whatever you're leaning towards, just remember, you've probably never been in the same room with any of these people. Just keep an open mind. Like, you might find out that your affinity to one of them changes when they turn or when they don't turn. So I was definitely leaning towards John because I'm first and foremost a classically trained pianist of like over 18 years. I taught myself guitar, and I knew that John's style of teaching was going to come from piano. So I was like, there's a lot that I can get from this man. Okay, listen, we want to talk more.
Yeah, really.
We want to give our audience, you're playing for radio and television stations across the country. We're going to, Brian, can we get the text line back up? And if we can do that, and we'll give, while Nelson's playing, give people an opportunity to text any thoughts or questions. But Nelson, why don't you take it away, give us a couple songs, and we'll come back and talk a little more after that. Is that fair?
That's absolutely fair. Let's do this.
Right.
Some entertainment. All right, so we're gonna start off with. I mean, I am the songwriter, so this is a little exclusive. This is something I haven't released yet, so I hope you guys enjoy this. This is the next thing that I plan to release. So if there's a radio station that wants to help me, I'm listening. This is called "Good Morning, Beautiful." Ever feel that maybe this isn't life? Maybe you never got it right. Well, not this time. I thought we weren't supposed to make mistakes, but I make more every day, and that's alright. 'Cause when I look outside and I see the sky, know it's real, and I feel alive for the first in a long, long time, and I can't tell you how that feels. Suppress it, relinquish the message. My heart's caught in the tide, this never-ending push and pull. Confess it, slowly undress it. There's only one way to start off her day. Good morning, beautiful. 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 It's not the words, it's the way you say them. It's not the chords, it's the way you play them. It's not our hearts, it's the way we changed them. I think we're better than then. I think we're better than better than better than better than better again. Relinquish the message. My heart's caught in the tide, this never-ending push and pull. Confess it, to slowly undress it. There's only one way to start off her day. Good morning, beautiful. day. Good morning, beautiful.
Awesome.
Hey,
Hey, thank you, thank you. So
I just, man, now I know that's talent, man. I'm telling you, that's just so cool.
As a matter of fact, both of us turned around.
Yeah.
Just wanted to,
I
wanted you to know
yeah,
that.
exactly. You got a 2-chair turnaround here. So.
Hey, can you give us one more? Because we are getting a ton of questions in, but we want to hear something
Yeah.
else.
absolutely. I was debating whether I wanted to do a cover or another original, but I know that I have a very multi-tiered audience, so I want to give you guys a cover that I think is going to hit a lot of different ranges. So here we go.
All right.
All right, all
Okay,
right.
take it away.
This one goes out to anybody who knows a band called the Pixies. So I always apologize when I play this one because it's I do something funny to it. When you try your best and you don't succeed, when you get what you want but not what you need, when you feel so tired and you just can't see, stuck in reverse. Start streaming down your face when you lose something that you can't replace, when you love someone and it goes away. Could it be worse? Lights will guide try this trick and spin it, yeah. Your head will collapse and there's nothing in it, and you'll ask yourself, where is my mind? Where is my mind?
just wanna stay in the sun where I find. I know it's hard sometimes. Pieces of peace in sun's peace of mind. I know it's hard sometimes. Yeah, I think about the end just way too much. It's fine to fantasize. Enemies you wouldn't wish who I was. It's fun to fantasize. Oh, 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 oh. I'm falling so I'm taking my time on my ride. Oh, oh, oh. I'm falling so I'm taking my time on my ride. Where is my mind? 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 The lights will guide you home, and tonight you born, and I will try to fix you. Where is my mind?
Woo, man.
That is amazing. The way you're looping is so cool. How you layer that in. That's amazing.
It's something you got to learn if you're doing solo stuff. But thank you.
Hey, Nelson, I think the general consensus on the chat line, I think the word it's amazing is
Yeah.
what just keeps hitting on the chat. So that's incredible.
Yeah, Nelson, I think it's safe to say we've got a lot of folks that are just chiming in and saying, man, I think, wow, I've seen emojis with like stars in their eyes, glasses. I mean, lots of folks are like, oh, wait, I'm looking for YouTube channel. And so people are, so yeah, you're trending, right? So, hey, question for Nelson, go ahead and send us a text. Go ahead and send us a chat message as well. We're staying tuned. Hey, you knew this one was going to come, right? We talked about this, but I knew it was going to come as well. We've seen it twice now. So Illinois, Texas, I think actually one in North Carolina as well. But somebody said, are you up for interviews? So we've got a lot of folks saying, hey, are you up for interviews? Would you mind if we got in contact with you to do some on-air interviews with you? Thoughts on that?
So I'm going to say the same thing that I said behind closed doors because I'm a man of integrity. I am not afraid of hard work, and interviews are barely even hard for me. I enjoy it. I mean, come on, like I signed up for this. Yes, I will do all the interviews. It's a privilege.
Careful what you wish for.
Yeah,
so
very
here we
good,
go.
very good.
From all the way from East Coast all the way to.
Hey, we want to have you sing us another one, but just out of curiosity, okay, you've been out there. How long is it? When did you start? How long have you been on the streets? How long have you been out in front of audiences?
So that's an interesting one. I guess I first started performing on my own, as in like guitar stuff, just like out and about. I funnily enough, I used to walk around LA and Anaheim and Newport Beach. I'm originally from Southern California, and I would just walk around playing aimlessly. Like it was how I would like map areas, because I would remember, oh, the taco shop is where I played this one song. And
That's
so
amazing.
like, right, and it's just like that's how I got familiarized with all these areas. I think I first started busking at Newport Beach. There's a little circle, and I would always make sure to set up when there's nobody around, because I didn't want to be that guy that finds a crowd and then just like starts, you know, because it's like if people already exist that are having their good time, it's like let them have their good time. Also, it means more to me if I'm playing for nobody and people gravitate. That means only one thing. So that's how I started, and then from there it just got crazier and crazier.
That's amazing.
How do you, knowing that there's a lot of television, radio people across the industry, you know, creative is a big part of what we do. It's building content. Where does that creative come from in you to write music and to find that creative?
So the creative process is ever changing, and I think it's a problem if that ever stops. I am definitely not set in any kind of creative process. Like the way that I create songs, my approach is very different from how I did it last year. I would say at one point in my journey, I was really caught up with inspiration. And you know, like it takes so long to learn how to recognize inspiration. And once you do, you follow it as much as you can. And over the last couple years specifically, you know, being affiliated with BMI and being on Dan's team, I've been introduced to a lot of people who have helped me hone my craft and, you know, pulled the wool over my eyes and taught me all of the inside stuff. So now I realize that it's not just about the inspiration. That's important, but if you really want to do this for work, it's work. You have to. It's a muscle. You gotta exercise. You know, like every day you can write something, and it might not necessarily be a passion piece, but there's all kinds of theory that goes into like the mathematics behind why does this sound good, and what chord follows and stuff like that. And I got all of my music theory training. I started that when I was like 5 years old. Like I said, classical piano. I went to OSHA, the Orange County High School of Performing Arts. You know, shout out to Santa Ana. Then I went to Fullerton College for more music. Like I did this a long time. So I had my background in the language and the math and the science of music. And now that I'm here, it's much more about flavors now and how you feel, what you want your audience to feel, trying to invoke and understand emotion. Like the most recent thing where I am right now, it's not even trying to write the most insightful things. Sometimes it's just make sure that you express your vulnerability so that people can relate to that, because that's cool. If I'm vulnerable about something and you have a human connection with my music, you might realize that whatever you're vulnerable about is something that other people are vulnerable about too, and it just makes us feel less alone.
Man, that's good stuff. Hey, play us another one.
I was going to say, give us one more.
Yeah, play us another one. One more.
At least one more.
I was going to say no, more than one more, but yeah, give us another, and then we'll come back.
All right, one more. So I was debating if I was going to do this one.
Oh,
just do it.
This is definitely a studio song, but this is one of the first things that I released. So hey, the radio station likes the version that's on Spotify. That's like the real version. But this is called Freedom. Let's see how we do.
Nothing in this world can hold me down. One look, I've got to wonder who's this masterpiece. She got a red lipstick and onyx eyes and on my curiosity. 3 parcels down and I make my way to her side. I said, excuse me, miss, would you like a drink? And much to my surprise, she asked for freedom. You heard me what I said, she asked for freedom. Freedom, so freedom. The sinners and the saints give us freedom. The world's a better place when we say freedom. It hurts every time we try and still got freedom. Please, freedom. On the day of graduation, just a path of pen and book, muddied by the mess around her and the power that it took. She broke through the barriers and shattered the ceiling. On the final day she crossed that way, knew she had the feeling, grabbed her freedom from the sinners and the saints. Just give us freedom. The world's a better place when we say freedom. It hurts every time we try and still got freedom. Please, freedom. Check 1 2. A tap on the mic to make the sound ring true. The room fills with anticipation as he takes the stage. A brief hesitation, music moves the crowd. He casts a spell. He plays with a smile, knowing all too well. A slave to his mind, like a king in his kingdom. The words come out and they bring him freedom. Freedom from the sinners and the saints. Give us freedom. The world's a better place when we say freedom. It's every time we try and still got freedom. Please, freedom. Sinners and the saints, just give us freedom. The world's a better place when we share freedom. It hurts every time we try and still cry freedom. Please, freedom.
Oh man, that is so stinking good.
And we got the rap too. That was amazing.
Thank you.
When I listen to you, I realize why my mother used to tell me to stop singing so loud in church, because I realize how bad I am. You know?
That's a horrible reason to stop.
I know. Brian, so I know we got to.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, we have a lot of folks asking about interviews. The most recent one I just looked down at, somebody was Texas again. One of them was Boston. Listen, here's the easiest way to go about this. I kind of just makeshift. If you want to talk with Nelson, if you want to interview Nelson, send Jennifer Lane on our team right behind me here. Send Jen an email, jennifer@p1learning.com, jennifer@p1learning.com. Send her an email and we'll get everybody hooked up. That way we're not bombarding you, Nelson, with folks out there. So anyway, just email Jen. She'll point you in the right direction. So,
hey, can we ask you to give us one more? Because I know that we're bumping on the half hour here, but just one more. Will that work for you?
Are you kidding me? I'm used to playing by myself for like 3 hours. I am prepared for all of
Hey,
it.
Nelson, I want to tell you, I just sent a text to our mutual buddy, Dan Spears, and I said, this guy is awesome.
Killing
so,
it.
Hey.
Yeah, we're loving this. And before you start, top of the hour, we've got Accelerate with our first session coming to you after lunch. We're going to get one more from Nelson, and then we'll come back, and Nelson will talk just a little bit before we shut it down. But take it away, my friend.
All right, here's another cover.
has me like a passageway. I am weak. I've been locked inside your heart-shaped box for weeks. I've been drawn into your magnetopic trap. I wish I could eat your cancer when you turn back. Forgive no one just yet. Cut yourself an angel hair and baby's breath. Broken hymen of your highness, I'm left back. Throw down your umbilical noose so I can climb right back. Has me like a passageway. I am weak. I've been locked inside your heart-shaped box for weeks.
Goodness. So Nelson, so our room here is saying, how do we hear more from this
where we're
guy?
going to hear more from you.
I mean, how do we find you? Where are you got anything coming up?
So, all right, short answers. I have an Instagram. I do have an Instagram. That's where I post a lot of my stuff. I have a Spotify. I've got 2 songs on there. I have a whole album's worth of music that's done and ready to be released, but I'm learning the science of releasing and launching music right now, so I'm trying to make sure that everything is in place before stuff just gets thrown out and flops. Most of my shows at this point in my career are actually kind of private. It's been interesting seeing this change happen, because I mean, I was doing the whole pay your dues, restaurants, bars, hotels, that kind of thing, like 3 to 4 times a week, and then I mean, I'm not gonna lie about this. Dan shot me into a new echelon of customers and places to exist. So I am fortunate to now be playing in a couple of festivals. I'm doing colleges. As a matter of fact,
Nice.
I think I'm pretty sure I'm going to be in Tampa in February, March. See,
Hey, Tampa in February or March is a good place to be. So
I mean, like I said, I'm not afraid of hard work. If I'm performing, I'm happy. It's as simple as that. But no, I'm playing at very eclectic things all over the country. I very much enjoy following the opportunities. Like, sure, I live in Baltimore, but I mean, last year I played in every single corner of the country. I did shows in Maine, California. I was in Seattle for a little bit. I did Florida. Like, I will go anywhere and play because I mean, it's a privilege to be invited somewhere to perform. It's so cool. It's never gonna die for me.
Two things I was sitting there thinking, man, this guy just creates joy. I mean, you just created joy in our room.
Yep.
You know, you could just feel the lift in this room when you play and the comments we were getting. And I told Speed, I said, I'd kind of like to hang out and have a beer.
Yeah, we were
So,
doing that. So, hey, what are you guys doing? What are you doing later?
Right? I'd be down. You guys are getting Kansas, right?
Yeah, just right around the corner from Baltimore.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean, hey, I'm gonna be in Kansas, or at least I'm aiming to be in Kansas. I couldn't tell you when. I'm looking towards the middle of the year, but I'll hit you guys up. That'd be great.
all right,
Yeah,
absolutely. We'd love to have you. So
Okay, yeah.
obviously we got a lot of folks are going to be contacting. They're going to be talking to Jennifer. She's going to be getting that information back to you in terms of setting up interviews. But it has just been a pleasure, a delight to get to know you a little bit. And man, we wish you nothing but skyrocketing success as you go forward.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. This has always been the funnest thing. I love doing this. Thank you.
Isn't it cool getting to do what you love?
I mean, come on. It's what a great way to live, right?
Absolutely.
Hey, listen, appreciate you. Love your style. Keep doing what you do. Thanks for doing this.
Thanks for the
we look
time.
forward to seeing you down the road. Okay.
You guys have a good one. Peace.
All right. So I
All
got
right.
on, my friend. Bye bye.